Bam! Here we go. This is the so next month we are. Before I forget, I made a note and everything. Next month we are going to go to every second week because we're running out of things to say. No, just joking. Makes sense as we get into the holidays. People are ramping up their year, ramping down their year, doing whatever you're going to do instead of going to Mexico. Yeah, that kind of stuff. So, all right. So this thing's still happening. This thing will not go away. It's like the herp at a college campus. It just keeps coming back and coming back and coming back. So I'm going back to the original slides. Get your information from trustworthy. Literally went back to March, the first one of these, and just pulled the slides out. There you go. Get your information from trustworthy sources. Not the orange guy down south. Keep up to date with what's going on in the cafe group. There's already more limitations on what your private group looks like. Gatherings are still 50 people or less, just so we know, because I've got some people freaking out saying, we can't do this, we can't do that. 50 people or less, we're good. But check out with the real estate board and play nice in the sandbox. Just make sure, stay social, call your mom, call your database, respect your social distancing guidelines. The recommendation is wear a mask in public now. So, yay. I'll wear my Pennywise mask everywhere I go, just scaring little children throughout the Lower Mainland. It's gonna be awesome. Not on purpose though. They might find it funny. Laura's kid would find it hilarious. Avoid secondhand and third-hand information. We already saw this yesterday. I was in the Surrey office, and yeah, it's this is happening, that's happening. Like no. So anyway, because there's some confusion with your social bubble as we move into holiday season. Imagine the United States of America with Thanksgiving. We got Remembrance Day, then we have Thanksgiving, and then we have Christmas. And don't forget Black Friday, the day where insanity reigns. So I don't know if you can overcrowd the internet. Probably going to happen. Cool. Anyway, and according to John Oliver, don't drink bleach and don't lick poles in subways. Somewhere in the middle. Pay attention. We've been doing this for a while now. It's coming into 2021. Holy crap. All right. So there's 6 more days left of this happy stuff. And then sort of, because, it's going to go on for frickin' months and they'll drag Trump kicking and screaming out of the office or not out of the office. I don't care anymore. I really don't. I don't know if it impacts us. The border stays closed till at least the 21st of November. So Merry Christmas, Bob's your uncle. Have a nice day. And the Dodgers finally won the World Series. First time in like 62 years or something like this, which led Canadians to go, what's baseball? And then, of course, Mr. Turner had the COVID. So, that's awesome. It's nice when you win the World Series and pose for pictures, and then you got the COVID. So congratulations. You got the cup, you got the ring, you got the vid. Yay! All right, Halloween. I don't even know what's going on. We bought some candy. Probably going to eat it myself. We decorated. I'm going to carve a pumpkin for the first time in like 20 years, maybe 5. But then at the end of this, we live in a condo anyway. So, we'll go trick or treat. So really, we just bought a box of chocolate for ourselves. Just saying. Recommend you do the same thing. If nobody shows up, have fun. Or just throw it out like I don't know. I'm anticipating it's going to be fireworks season. So if you're looking for fireworks, again, Dylan in the Surrey office, family runs a fireworks store downtown on Main Street. Buy them from her. And yeah, protect your dog because it's going to be nuts out there. It's going to be sunny. And apparently it's like a double full moon. It's Halloween. Carla's been talking about this for like a month. It's a double full moon. So we've had 2 full moons in October. I don't know what that means. It's not the homeless guy outside of Poco with his pants down, apparently. That doesn't count as one. Just made that up. Oh, cute. So, and it's probably true. But yeah, double full moon. So get ready for craziness on Saturday night. Stay home. Lock up your children. Or don't. Let them go trick-or-treating. I don't know. Yeah. Figured out stuff to do. It's going to be fun. Bats. Bam. Command. Still happening. This is going to be a quick meeting, by the way, because I was going to get in depth on math and stuff, but we're the end of October. We'll share that for November. I've got some interesting. I attended FSO, not FSO, Market Center Financials yesterday. And yes, it's as exciting as it sounds, but math can be fun. And there are some great numbers on how you can, for example, analyze how effective your pricing strategy is. Like, are you leaving money on the table? Are you overpricing your properties based on figuring out what your listing price was, your verse with your units, and then figuring out what your actual solds were in your listing side. It's kind of cool, kind of fun, like business. So Command, we're getting there. Some major changes happened to the back end system I'm 12. Last week, or this week actually. Holy crap, that was this week too. which made it easier for our team to sort and filter. We are in communication with the boards to make sure that they're on top of our listings getting up and our solds getting down. So we don't want to take the brunt for someone else's slowness. We love the board. The board is fantastic. If anybody's from the board on this call, good job. How's that? Get to council next. All right. Cat lover left. Cat lover 44 left. Oh well, what are you gonna do? So yeah, we're continually going through this. We really do appreciate your support and your patience. It's getting better. We literally have conversations on the same day, where we'll have somebody say, this is really difficult to use, and blah blah blah, and somebody else come in and go, this is the simplest thing I've ever used. So we can find a happy medium, kind of like drinking bleach and licking poles on subways, right? Yeah, somewhere in the middle, just to make everybody happy. All right. So here's what we're going to do. It's been one of a year, 2020. We can admit we've had murder hornets. We've had the orange guy down south. If you're a Trump fan, I'm sorry. We've had the COVID. We've had we had smog. We had smoke. We had wildfires. Anything I'm missing? Did I miss anything? There's been a couple other things, but anyway. So it's been one heck of a year. So we're excited. And that said, we're excited about 2021. I want to put up Christmas now. We'll wait till after Remembrance Day, but I figure the sooner we get the tree up, the presents out, then the sooner the year will be over. Right? Cool. That said, we've had a pretty good year through the pandemic. So we're setting record numbers as far as listings, as far as closings. We're doing okay as far as market share. There's a lot of opportunity out there, and you as agents are doing a lot better than a lot of the market is doing. So this is the list I showed last week. It goes up to the number of ends up to 20 deals, and you're already well past the top 10%. So Medallion is like on the outside, 15 deals this year. So hit her patter, let's get at her. And Elvin, I saw you join, so don't give away a half deal and just miss it by a half point. I don't know if it's still too soon for that. Anyway, so yeah, our agents are doing well, and there's an opportunity to do more as you go into 2021, and you should be ramping up for 2021 now. October is planning month, so preparing for a bright, shiny new year. I honestly do believe in my mind, like every time I'm given a scratch and win ticket, I believe it's going to be $1 million ticket until I scratch it. Same thing. I believe that on January 31st, 2020, when the clock flips over, all things will be glorious and wonderful. Do not pee on my parade. I'm going to stay there. Okay. In my head, it's going to be perfect the minute 2021 happens. All right. So here's what you do. Set your goals. If you haven't figured out what you want to do next year, if you haven't figured out what you want to do for the next 2 months, get that ready, get that ramped up, and dive in. So this is a no distraction, which is amazing because it's been full of distractions, but a no distraction from a ramping down your business, going on a cruise, going to Mexico deal. We're not leaving the country anytime soon, unless you're quarantining for 14 days when you get back. Good news, Hawaii's open. Bad news is nothing there is. Good times, but the beaches are there. So, and you got to quarantine for 14 days. I mean, if you've had a really good year, go for it. Just chill out by yourself. Set your goals, run your numbers, figure out where you are year to date. If you want to hand running your numbers, let me know. By the way, you can also run your numbers through Command. It'll let you know the forecasting and everything else that you put in there. Set your goals into Command. It'll let you know the amount of appointments you need and all that other wonderful stuff. But run your numbers, figure out where you are. Market share. Did you gain? Did you lose? Did you stay the same? Because if you did not gain market share during this particular market, you may have missed an opportunity. So hopefully you're up over previous year. Plan out Q4. What does the ramp up look like? If you're not going to Mexico and you're done with Netflix, maybe you work on your database. Maybe you put a few contacts in Command, run a few smart plans, a few campaigns. Bada bing, bada bang, Bob's your uncle, right? Bob's your uncle is coming back. I made it happen. Ramp up instead of checking out. So this is the time of year when we see two things happen. We see this and we see this. Look, it's the K. So yeah, you're either seeing a ramp up through Q4 and into Q1 of 2001, or we see the ramp, and we see that in the cycle of where your business is. And it's two ways of doing business. It's I'm going to power through Q4 so that I get a good start to the year, or I'm going to vacation check out for the last 2 months of the year because no one wants to talk to me, which I think is wrong. Just my opinion. And then around February go, oh crap, Naomi's not watching the meeting. She was just in there behind Carla. Busted. At least everybody's wearing pants. So it's up to you what you want to do. It's your business. I'm just saying there's a great opportunity this year to ramp up through so that January and February want, holy crap, where'd my money go months, right? I was gonna call out names. That's a bad idea. And take market share. Because while you're ramping up, someone else is checking out. We just saw the numbers where if you're doing 20 transactions, you're in the top 8% of all real estate agents in the lower mainland. If you're doing more than 50, you're in the top 3%. Like, come on. That's there's a lot of agents that are not looking after their clients out there. And that means that they are there for your taking. Take advantage of that. It's not bad. It's not manipulation. It's your business. It's your life. It's your livelihood. If they're not looking after their clients, then somebody else should. That's kind of the way of the world. Feast or famine. I just watched Call of the Wild the other night, so I'm kind of, I'm all jazzed up. Share your story. Share our story. Let people know what we're doing. Profit share. We just put out a great post that our profit share is up oodles over Q3 last year. So oodles, because I don't remember the number. If I make up a weird name, it's because I don't know the number. Just let you know my story. So share our story. Let people know what we're doing, because if you're having a good year and somebody else is struggling, then there's something in the KW formula that's working for you, right? Or it's, I don't know, it's just the office. We got good agents. We've got managing brokers. We've got a good team of people. We've got admin staff that has not run screaming yet. Knocked on wood right there. Yeah. So we've gone through a lot this year, so let's ramp it up and take advantage of it financially. And last of all, let's give away $20,000. There's some meetings you love having, and it's something you go up to Terry and say, hey, we got an idea. And then the response isn't quite what you want, but then you talk around and you figure out it's a really good idea. Okay, so here's the deal. Between now and the end of the year, 2021 is teetering. It's teetering. I forgot I put that in there. So here's the way this is going to work. It's the Rhymes with Puck 2020 contest. What's that? Hold it. My phone's ringing. What's that, Terry? What? I can't. What do you mean I can't call? Okay, fine. It's the Magic Monday, the Magic Money Mondays contest. Fine. I can't say 2020. All right. So here's the way it's going to work. Starting this Monday, November 2nd, because it's November. After all the pumpkins are out and already smashed down your street, we are going to draw at 2:00 every day. We're going to pull a name from a magic wheel that Carla just loaded everybody's name in. Woo! It's electronic. It's cool. No balls, no pieces of paper, no Ken and Jane getting unfair advantage because their business cards are folded special. Yeah, we know.
I'm never cutting up names again.
Technology. Yay. We'll build it into command. No. So starting November 2nd, we're going to do an escalating draw. So we are going to on the 2nd, we're going to give away $750 cash, probably taxable. Just saying. And then 1,000, then 1,250, then 1,500, then 1,750. You guys can see the slide. You guys can do the math. Culminating in what happens to be my birthday. Good news, bad news. My birthday's on a Monday. Ew. $3,771. So that we can give away a total of $20,021. Do you get it? 2021? Huh? Yeah. Cool. Math. I like it. So we're going to give away a total of 2021. Your name is, there are some stipulations. So, and this was my response when I saw the spinning wheel of names, because Carla sent me one last night that had 4. Somebody loves my dad jokes. Don't provoke me. So when Carla sent it yesterday, it had 4 names on it. I'm like, oh, that's neat. How did the other names get on? Now we find out. Those are all your names on there. There's 328 names on that wheel with a KW thing now. Holy moly. All right, so here's the way it works. So Magic Mondays, there's some stipulations. There's got to be an asterisk or two. So to qualify for the weekly draw at 2 p.m., you must be a KW Elite Realty agent in good standing. That means you have paid your staff account. See, I threw that in there for Naomi. Yeah. So if you haven't paid your staff account this month yet,
call me.
Call Naomi, because it would really suck if your name gets drawn and you haven't paid your bill. Come on, it's your obligation. Play nice with others, right? So you must be an agent in good standing. All agents who join us between now and the end of the year. So if you're looking to build your profit share, say, hey, my office is giving away 20 grand between now and the end of the year. Maybe you want to join now because it's a pretty good shot. What's your shot of winning the lottery? $20,000 in the lottery, probably 1 in 5 bazillion. You've got a 1 in 328, 330, 300, whatever chance. Actually, your chances go down as we sign up more agents, but yeah, whatever. Deal with it. All right. So here's the next stipulation. You must be breathing. So you have to be an agent in the office and you have to be breathing. Is there anything else? Nope, that's it. This is not tied to production. This is not tied to number of listings. This is not tied to number of contacts in command or smart plans or opportunities. Should you do all that stuff? Heck yeah. But this is just, it's been one of a year and we thought we'd kick it off with a bang. So it is time for us to celebrate something finally and share that with you guys. So hopefully you appreciate this. Please share it with people. Holy crap, my office is giving away 20 grand between now and January is a pretty good deal, right? So share that story. Kind of fun. Let's make people jealous. Does your name come out when you win a week? Yes, it does. Good question. So, like a reverse draw, you kind of want your name to be in there longer, right? So, yeah, if you win early, yeah, you're going to be out. So, anyway, cool. Because we have some really lucky people and we want them out early. I get to give away $3,771 on my birthday. Someone should take me to lunch. Be nice. All right, that's it. And now, Josh and Michael, who hopefully are on the line. I have no idea if you are or not. So I'm going to stop sharing. All right, so are we excited about the contest? Is that cool? Hi, Naomi. Naomi had to do math. She was not happy about it.
I had to work hard on that.
All right. Mr. Michael, are you there?
I am. How are you this morning?
Is your partner in crime, Mr. Josh, there?
I don't know.
I don't know. He might be AWOL. It's Halloween season. He gets kind of squirrely.
Let me see. I don't know if his name's in there.
Or just found out we're giving away 20K of profit. So I like it. I'm excited about this. This is cool.
I don't see his name in the list.
That's okay. You're on your own. You're flying solo.
Yeah, it's okay.
Training wheels are off.
Oh, I think I'll survive.
Time to shine.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, what's going on in the world of Happy Managing Broker?
Oh, it's all good. Couple simple things I want to start with. Disclosure, representation, and trading services forms, they don't need to be signed by your client. But if they refuse to sign them, please make a note on the forms when you go to upload them so that we know that they refuse to sign them. I can't see being a problem getting them signed. I mean, we used to have everybody sign the working with a real estate agent form, and we at that point didn't even know it was optional.
Right.
So that shouldn't be a problem.
It just that is down the road too, right?
What's that?
It's not just us asking for paperwork. That's to protect you down the road. So client comes back.
The first thing that we should be doing when we meet a client, we shouldn't be, having all kinds of conversations and then doing it when we write an offer. I mean, this is something that should be done up front. Doing some of the brokering on some of the deals in command. I still see we're missing closing dates on the opportunity. And Naomi's laughing. It would be.
Sorry, I'm laughing because I just muted Ron.
Oh. Well, I don't know. You told me sometimes that's not a bad thing.
My life has a mute button attached to it.
Oh, there you go. It's really, really helpful to the conveyancing staff to put a closing date in there. If you've got a new listing, pick the expiry date. If you've got a new deal, pick the closing date for it. And if those dates change, please update. There are so many files in command that are blank. It would be really, really helpful to us and to the girls. Had an interesting experience this week with Strata Corporation Insurance. And I know we've talked about it before. Personal experience. At a listing, we had the Strata Corporation Insurance expiring in about 6 weeks. And good building, built in '88. Rain screened in the '90s. New roof, well taken care of. not a lot of history of insurance claims, and they were still negotiating with insurance companies right up till the expiry. So the current insurer agreed to extend for 30 days. Still no word yet from the other people that they had approached. And then they kind of hit them blindsided. They said, well, due to the fact that your building has aluminum wiring in it, we are not going to extend the insurance. Talking to a few electricians, I mean, it wasn't unusual. The fact that they have an aluminum wire from the street to the main box in the basement of the building is normal. And the fact that they had aluminum wiring running from the main box in the basement to every individual suite is not uncommon either. But they kind of used that as an out. Subsequently, they said that now that you know about the aluminum wiring, now you're going to have to disclose that to any other insurer that you're approaching to sign up with. And then it kind of went a couple weeks later, and I don't know who approached who, but they came back and they said, well, we'll insure you again, but at a price. And that price turned out to be an increase of 158%. Like they went from about 41 grand to $100,000. Just shocking, really.
So as an agent, how do you protect your client?
Obviously, if you're working as a buyer's agent, obviously, really paying attention with the strata docs. I mean, a lot of agents today are putting a strata corporation insurance clause as well into their offers. Yeah, pretty frightful, because I don't think I'd want to be recommending to a buyer to be removing subjects when the strata corporation insurance is expiring in 3 months. Because it's an unknown. I mean, what is that going to cost them going forward? I mean, it could be a frightful number. And if nothing changes, if they aren't able to cut costs somewhere, I estimated, based on this unit entitlement for this unit, it's going to be an extra $106 a month in strata fees, on top of the existing $482 right now. So
your advice to the agent is pay attention to the strata docs, look at the special assessments, do your job, check the paperwork, right?
Yeah, check the paperwork. I mean, the biggest thing with the strata, I don't know how long this is going to go on or what the solution is going to be, and it may unfortunately take government intervention, because it's just getting out of control.
Now, are you recommending that we look at when their current insurance policy expires?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, correct. I mean, this time of year, for whatever reason, the majority of these insurance policies are expiring.
Right. Use the annual.
Sort of in the next 60 days, the majority of them tend to be towards the end of the year. So it's really a time when, if you're working with buyers on strata, and it doesn't seem to matter what it is. I mean, like I say, I never anticipated that, representing the sellers, that I figured possibly a 50% increase in this crazy strata insurance world. And then they come back with 158%. It's absolutely shocking.
It's time to start marketing to condos, going, worried about your insurance rates going up? Let me put you into a single family house with a yard.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what the answer is right now, but for us as agents working with buyers, you want to make sure they're protected and they're well aware as to where things sit in the building presently. Talking with Carol yesterday, and talking about, I guess, in this hot market that we've had, unconditional offers, offers without subjects. I mean, some of our agents are trying to waive those offers right in the contract. You want to unmute yourself, Carol?
There we go.
Naomi's just gonna hit her again.
I'm here.
Some realtors are trying to waive subjects as if the buyer isn't doing them right in the contract of purchase and sale. Or another option that they've historically done is they have the subject in the offer, they cross it out, and they get the buyer to initial. I've talked about it before, but not about this, but a bigger expansion of disclosures to buyers. We're really starting to feel that they should be waiving those subjects on a separate waiver form. And basically the buyer would sign it and the seller would never see it. I mean, so what, at the end of the day, if a buyer potentially is coming in unconditional, they're just going to see a nice clean offer with nothing on it. Maybe one line saying that, this is a subject free offer, or this offer is unconditional. But Carol sent me something and we're going to put something together. And I don't know where we can put it right now with this new program, but I'm sure there's a place for it. That we could put a form on there. The agents can use a waiver form that they could deal with that. I don't know if Naomi can unmute herself for a second.
DocuSign templates.
Oh, okay. So there is a place we could put a new form that the agents could get to.
Yeah.
So rather than crossing out subjects on an offer, we're actually recommending you use a waiver form going forward. And we should have that up probably early next week.
Naomi muted herself. I was going to mute her. Dang it.
You just want to get back at her, don't you?
Not that I'm, competitive at all. All right.
And it's interesting to see, as everyone's aware this week, that the Bank of Canada left things unchanged, which is awesome. And of course, they're talking gloom and doom. They feel things aren't going to get back on track until 2023. But the one good thing they said in this story, that they plan to keep interest rates near zero until 2023. So that's a positive to our business. So there's no fear going forward that there's going to be an increase in interest rates.
So go to your local restaurant, make sure they stay open, and support your local businesses and get people buying houses. Holy cow. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I think it's positive going forward. I mean, and lucky we don't live in America.
As you know, I have no political comments whatsoever.
And that's it for me.
I'm going to watch every minute of it. It's going to be awesome. All right. All right. Any other sage words of advice? We're going to get out of here in half an hour. See?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, we're going to go to twice a month, but they're going to be 3-hour meetings. Just joking.
One word of advice.
But they won't repeat as much, so it's all good. I'm hoping there's actually a longer gap between the meetings, so you forget what I did the week before, so that I can just run the same thing over and over again. I know I have no short-term memory left, so it's all good.
Just one word of advice is everybody take your time when you're doing your contracts. Step back, don't rush them, come back, read them. Nothing should be left blank, period, because that's open to whatever and causes conveyance a nightmare. So you know what? Write it, take a 10-minute break, come back, look at it, ensure that everything's filled in.
Yeah, our conveyance and admin team are processing, 284 transactions a couple of days ago.
And you're processing one.
Yeah. So every time there's communication back and forth required, it delays the system. In a perfect world, everybody does their contracts 100%. Everybody's got all their T's crossed and their I's dotted. Reality is, perfect world, right? So just do your job, and usually the people who we need to tell this to aren't sitting on these calls. But we're progressively getting better. So I think what the opportunity that Command actually provides is for us to pay closer attention to it, because we can see the transaction process all the way through. And Ken and Jane say there is a waiver. We're that good. It's already there, man. It's already there. Damn. check that off the list. Okay,
I will have a look at that one on web forms. I haven't seen it, so
cool. We'll augment as necessary. I like it. All right, parting thoughts, needs and wants. I need candy. I want candy. Anything else? Thomas just joined. We're like cutting out. He heard we're giving away 20 grand. And he's like, do I have to be present to win? I don't know.
I know this is the best part.
All right. So to recap, yeah, starting on Monday, and we're doing it on Mondays because usually Mondays kind of suck, right? So we're doing it Monday afternoon every 2 o'clock. We're going to spin the wheel. I don't know who's going to spin the wheel. We haven't decided who's actually going to hit the button. I don't even know how we spin the wheel. It's just a magical one. Oh, it's exciting. So we spin the wheel, and we're just going to give away cash. So $750 Monday on November 2nd. Kick off the run to the end of this awesomely horrifying year. Yeah. I had a great quote that I already forgot, but it's like I'm gonna be conveniently like forgettable or something. We're just gonna forget everything that happened this year, except for the good parts, like record-setting real estate year. All good. There's categories where we've already matched or done last year. Let Carla spin the wheel. There we go. Debbie has called it. So it is written. So it is done. Carla shall spin. All right, because she's unbiased. She probably put her name in there like 35 times. All right.
I would never.
Unless anybody has anything else before Naomi meets me again. Going once, going twice. Go talk to people about buying selling houses. Cool. All right. Cheers, everybody. Have a great day. Goodbye.